Guys, we've met before, right? I'm Cara Delevingne and welcome to my house.
Hello, fashion enthusiasts. Today I want to talk about one of fashion's most well-known models, Cara Delevingne. At the beginning of the 2010s, she became fashion's latest it girl. While she lacked in height and beauty standards, she made up for it with a careless, infectious attitude and energy, which her peers recognized.
Who's the most fearless poster? Cara.
She's remarkably powerful in social media.
She's fearless.
I don't think about it, I just do it. I like her attitude about that.
She was never a feminine girl.
I was the biggest tomboy. I climbed trees. I just had no fear, so I would always jump off things and kind of spend my time with casts or with other, kind of stuff, or just dressing up, but it never really in princess outfits, more like action men clothes. I was a big tomboy, so.
She popularized thick eyebrows and a boyish frame due to her becoming a muse to Christopher Bailey, the creative director of Burberry at the time. I was obsessed with those Burberry campaigns. I remember thinking that those pictures were the definition of what fashion was about. Give me a like if you remember her first Burberry campaigns. Cara also became a favorite of other designers.
I worked with Cara when nobody worked with her. And I think she is what the French are very attachant. She is so much fun and so wild, but she is the sweetest person you can imagine. I love Cara, and there's no reason not to have her here. She did the ad the last season, and that ad was a huge success.
She landed countless campaigns for Chanel, Fendi, and Dior Beauty. You would also see her posing for Blue Marine, Donna Karan, Yves Saint Laurent, Mulberry, La Perla, Balmain, Tom Ford, Tag Heuer, Marc Jacobs, Rimmel London, Puma, Armani Exchange, and Jimmy Choo. Her latest campaigns have been for Stella McCartney, Miu Miu, and Calvin Klein. She describes modeling as a nerve-wracking experience.
It's the scariest thing I've ever done in my life. I love to act, I love to perform, but the catwalk is completely different. You have to psych yourself up to another level beyond anything else. It's like, right, I can do this. I'm a supermodel. What? No, I'm not. What? That kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Modeling was easy for her. She had been photographed since she was 10 years old and comes from a family of publishers and actresses, but it was not her passion.
It was never what I wanted to do. I wanted to be an actress or a musician, but then I guess just modelling, I was lucky enough to, you're very lucky if you get picked to be a model, obviously. It's a great job. It's wonderful.
She was on top of the fashion world, and the success she achieved as a model had not been seen since the 90s. And unfortunately, everything that goes up must come down. Cara was exposed to drugs from an early age. Her mother was a heroin addict. This led to Cara developing serious mental distress. She told Vogue in 2015, quote, "All of a sudden, I was hit with a massive wave of depression and anxiety and self-hatred, where the feelings were so painful that I would slam my head against a tree to try to knock myself out." Therefore, she turned to drugs and addiction. Her behavior was no longer viewed as cool. Now it seemed weird and worrisome behavior. However, she has managed to turn a page on her mental state.
All I knew is if I was continuing to go down the road I would either end up dead or doing something really, really stupid. Treatment was the best thing. It was always something I was very scared of. But I think I needed that community. I needed that support group. People do it in different ways, but that was mine. There was a lot of shame. There was a lot of hatred that in my head I thought was my voice, but it wasn't. It wasn't my shame. I had to relinquish control to get it back again.